This is the solution to exercise 4a. In this exercise, we're going to look at working with Bluemix and the DevOps Services sister site. So to start with, let's open up our browser to Bluemix. Just a word of caution, to get this exercise to work, you must have cookies enabled in your browser. So if you go into Internet Options and then go to the Privacy tab, then we just want to look at the advanced settings and just make sure that we accept cookies to get this exercise working. So we log into our Bluemix user interface. And then move to the catalog section, and we're going to deploy the Node.js cache web starter. So I just click in and then enter. The name, again, the host must be unique, and we're going to use the default domain. So you need to have a unique host there, and then just leave this information default and hit create. Now we need to wait for the application to deploy and be running. So here we are, the application is now running. So I'm going to move to the overview section, and then I'm going to click add Git. If you don't have cookies enabled, this is where you'll see a message saying that it can't log on. So you need to have cookies disabled, and then you should see a screen like this, and we want to populate the repository with the starter application package, and we just hit continue. So that's just now successfully created our repository, and you'll notice now that we've got a Git URL and also the edit code button. So we're now going to go in, hit edit code. This will take us into the IBM Bluemix DevOps Services website, and it'll load up the newly created project for us. So there you are, it's set up the project, and we can now see the source code on the sample application. But we're actually going to move to the build and deploy section. So we just click in build and deploy, and this is the DevOps pipeline. So you'll see that by default we've got a build stage, and then we've got a deploy stage. What we're going to do is just go and run manually the build, but if I just click in here and go to the configure stage, you'll see that this stage is set to automatically run when a change is pushed into the Git repository. So whenever you push new code into the Git repository, this stage will automatically run. but we're now going to run it manually, so I just hit the run stage, and this is going to start a build. And then you notice that as soon as the build finished, we started a new deploy. And this is now pushing that new build into Bluemix. You can look at the logs of either the build or the deploy while they're running. And there you see that we've now successfully deployed this application. And here we've got a link to the application and also a link to the runtime log. So clicking here will launch this application. And that is the end to solution 4A.